In Nairobi and many urban areas, a population explosion is driving the demand for fresh vegetables and fruits. Satellite towns like Syokimau, Kiambu, Ongata Rongai, Ruaka and Thika have been growing at a fast rate due to urbanization, according to research by Has Consult, a leading real estate firm in the country. Other than these, the healthy eating campaigns that persuade the middle-class population to live healthy lifestyles have also fueled the rising demand for fresh vegetables and fruits. For many urban residents, getting the best quality vegetables and fruits is a major challenge. Though there are numerous markets selling fresh farm produce around the city, little is known about the conditions the produce has been grown in. In fact, most Nairobi residents suspect that some of the fresh vegetables and fruits making their way into their kitchens are grown along dirty rivers and burst sewers. Most people, especially in the middle-class segment, lack time to visit informal markets. Lucy Karingithi, a Syokimau resident, had always found it hard to get quality vegetables for her family. In 2014, she started Mboga Masters, a grocery supermarket in Syokimau.
My name is Lucy Karingithi, a Kenyan and a business lady. I run this place. Together with my son, we are partners. It is called Mboga Masters. It is a food store dealing with the Mboga fruits, all kinds of vegetables, and very many kinds of fruits. And it is located in Syokimau on Mombasa Road. I opted for this business of selling food because I found it was a challenge for me to get the right things for my children, especially when they were growing. What we do, we have the common vegetables that you can find in any market, in any local market in Kenya, like cabbage. You can buy this anywhere. You can get spinach. You can get dania. You can get or coriander. You can get saget. You can get these kinds of vegetables.
Lucy partners with local farmers to provide fresh vegetables and fruits to residents.
We cannot grow all this because, you know, in Kenya, sometimes various things grow in different places. So we have identified some good farmers who give us their yield. And when sourcing, we don't just get stuff. We have to source with a difference. We have identified several farmers who have really been partnered with us in this business. And we are happy to be growing together with them. We like especially dealing with the farmers who are first timers because they marry into our idea. So we work together. We have been working together. However, there are still some things that we have to get from the market, like bananas, like sweet potatoes, like potatoes. Those ones we get in a local market. Yes, but you see, they are not so challenging because like potatoes and the sweet potatoes, you know, they grow fairly well in Kenya. You don't need pesticide, you don't need a lot of fertilizers and so on. So basically, we are not afraid of such.
Located inside Soham filling station in Syokimau, Mboga Masters strives to be the citadel of quality farm produce.
We source our things with a difference. We don't just take everything and come and sell this place without knowing the source, without knowing how it is grown. We sell what we know, and what we sell here is what we eat. So I still believe we should stand out because there are many sellers who don't know about their stuff. They are just selling. So our aim is not to fill this shop with the stuff, but to sell selectively chosen commodities.
At some point, she had to stock related items like cereals and flour.
We sell other things that we cook, like dry things, processed things like unga ugali, unga chapati, rice, herbs. We really like selling herbs because this is a part of our dream. This is packed by people called Tropical Heat. And these are, as our vegetables I had showed you earlier, these are dried and processed so they can be used for a long time. They are also very medicinal. And they give our food taste with beverages like coffee, like Milo, like breakfast cereal, like sugar. So that a person who is coming here for food will do one-stop shop and make sure the kitchen has everything. These are for convenient. These are healthy bites like macadamia, groundnuts. We sell such healthy bites. We become an all-round shop for our clients. And we sell a lot of water. We encourage customers to be taking a lot of water. We encourage our clients to take water the way doctors tell us.
Watching her attend to customers, it is clear the former teacher is passionate about healthy eating. This has always been her biggest inspiration in this business. There is a shift in eating habits, particularly in urban centers and among high-income consumers. A few years ago, for instance, traditional foods were considered to be a preserve of the poor.
I would say proudly that just the way as you interviewed me, I told you about vegetables. I've been talking to my clients about the uses of a certain kind of burgers. I tell them to Google. Although they are willing to listen, they listen. And I can see them coming regularly, and they even telling others. There has been many customers who come and say, I am told you have medicinal herbs in this shop, medicinal fruits in this shop. Which ones are they? What do I need? And I'm so happy to share with my clients that way. And especially when they come back or tell somebody else, I am very proud. I like it, I enjoy it.
This is why the idea of formal fresh produce retail is doing well, because these customers don't want to hustle to source for produce such as stem tubers and traditional African vegetables. She notes, a key selling point for Mboga Masters is its wide variety of fresh produce.
It is a common understanding that the healthier you are, the stronger you feel, the better you feel, even as you work. Like me, because I am a person who loves working. I love working, I enjoy working. You see, if I'm not feeling very healthy, I do not love working. I do not enjoy working. I like doing things. So when I feel healthier, I am much better than if I would be feeling awful. So I believe everybody who uses our stuff will feel stronger. And as you feel stronger, you enjoy your family, you enjoy people, you enjoy doing things. Even you become a good citizen.
Sourcing the fresh vegetables and fruits directly from farmers gives her a competitive edge. Most of the produce at Mboga Masters is sourced from Lucy's own farm located within Kilimo. It is operated by her husband.
We are actually farmers. My husband is in charge of the farm, so we get quite a number from our farm.
As the enterprise witnesses growth, another challenge that it's facing is ensuring consistent supply of produce. Some customers are also demanding organic produce.
Creative vegetables are like Carrera. This burger is called Carrera. If you look at this vegetable, it has the shape of pancreas. It revives your pancreas. And you know pancreas is the one which distributes the sugar in the body. So it makes your pancreas stronger than it was eating it. It is a herbal. It is very bitter. You have to cook and get rid of the first water before you eat it, but its curative power is so amazing. There are many other kinds of vegetables which help general health more than ordinary cabbage, ordinary spinach, and so on, like broccoli, like cauliflower. For general health, Chinese cabbage is another one. These are meant to give your body a lot of strength and they improve your general health.
Accessing talent is another challenge. Lucy runs the thriving enterprise with the help of her son, Jeremy.
Yeah, my name is Jeremy Kenyo. I run Mboga Masters. Mboga Masters is a store on Mombasa Road at Soham petrol station. We've been here now for 4 years. So we started as a green grocer, but over time we have grown into, we have a grocery, a butchery and a restaurant. Yes, and so September marks our 4th year in business.
With competitive prices, Lucy is upbeat that her grocery store will continue providing customers with quality foods.
Because our sourcing is a bit lengthy, our prices, I would say they are more than in an open market. And you know, majority of Kenya believe in open markets. However, once they realize what we say about our stuff is true, they still do come. So our price ranges between not like a common supermarket in Kenya, but between the open air market and the common supermarkets.
With her deep knowledge of various kinds of vegetables and herbs, Lucy has always found it rewarding to explain to her customers the different health benefits of various items on display at her shop.
We have other vegetables like which are herbal, and they have a very rich medicinal value. We have got something like celery. This is a kind of vegetable that is grown in the highlands in Kenya, in very cold places, and it is a very rich Mboga. This cures joints. This Mboga, use of it daily, makes your joints stronger. It gets rid of even inflammation that is found in the joints. By eating this for a week, you'll find that your body starts functioning differently from where it was. This is a radish. It can be juiced, it can be eaten raw, it can be cooked. What you can do with the carrot, you can do this. So these are some of the vegetables that I am saying that they have a very high medicinal value. Purple cabbage, the same. It has curative powers. Other vegetables like mushroom. This is a very good source of protein, which will give you almost what meat will give you, and it is fat-free, it is cholesterol-free, especially if you cook well. Other curative vegetables are like carrera. This Mboga is called carrera. If you look at this vegetable, it has the shape of pancreas. It revives your pancreas. And you know pancreas is the one which distributes the sugar in the body. So it makes your pancreas stronger than it was eating it. It is a herbal. It is very bitter. You have to cook and get rid of the first water before you eat it. But its curative power is so amazing. Broccoli, like cauliflower. For general health, Chinese cabbage is another one. These are meant to give your body a lot of strength and they improve your general health. capsicum and the like. Cucumber, this is good for the face, for the skin, for your elementary canal. Very powerful boga. So this is a boga of Chinese Orient. It is called pak choy. This is a boga which cooks in 5 minutes. And by the way, it grows in 30 days. This boga, it has agreed so well in Kenyan soil. So when you are eating pak choy, it is free from pesticide. It is free from fertilizers. So when eating this, out of the damage that we have been receiving over the years in our bodies, it's good to eat a vegetable which this is free from them, so that it can outdo overcome some of the damages that are in our bodies, because they are things that we cannot control. It's a very good boga. It has a good shape. It smells so nice. It cooks so fast. It is so, wow, wonderful.
Other than the vegetables business, Lucy also stocks biodegradable shopping bags.
The little Wagare of Madai used to tell us so many things about environment. And it is not until when I came to this business that I realized the great harm that polythene does to our land and our Kenyan as a whole. First, it litters everywhere because it will never decay. Secondly, it is so hard to dispose because unless you burn or maybe you dig a hole and put in, it doesn't. So I am really looking forward to this time when we are going to start using bags. I am actually going also to bring chiodos and encourage my clients to be buying. These baskets cost about 50 shillings. And you see, this basket is something that is light. One will shop for several times from that 50 shillings because it is not going to tear quickly. They can even do 10 shoppings. If you divide 50 shillings by 10 shoppings, it's like you are shopping each time at 5 shillings. And so I think this is a great idea. It is comfortable to carry. Nothing will get spoiled even if you are walking in the sun or driving along the sun, because the basket is airly, you see. We are also encouraging our clients that they get used to us putting for them things in cartons. This carton, once it has done its work, it will still go back to the soil because this is paper. It will decay. When it is rained on, it will decay. It will become some humus of some kind, and so on. And so I am one of those people who are really looking forward to when there will not be litter in our country. I understand in Rwanda you cannot see any litter, no polythene in Rwanda. So it looks such a beautiful and clean country because there is nothing that is being carried around by the wind. It's just smart, it's just green. So mazingira yetu ni lazima tuitengeneze so that we can get clean stuff, clean vegetables, clean fruits. And even as we smell the air, it is clean. You know, a polythene paper can spread so many kinds of germs because by any chance, had it something that is contagious, it stays in it and it stays with it until I don't know what time. Yes, so I am really looking forward for this. And I believe we are going to come up also with a strategy of encouraging some people to make some simple baskets for us to be selling to the customer, or we give freely to our customers.
She says she looks forward to the day that the government will make good its ban on plastic bags, which are a menace to the environment. Like any other business, Mboga Masters has had its challenges.
The pricing. You know, once people come here and they find that what we are selling, most of the things, because of course, though we have got very rare kinds of vegetables and fruits, most people come for common things, which they can find even outside, even besides the road. So that has been quite a challenge, because they would compare like we shall be selling like anywhere on the roadside, of which, because of the quality we maintain, we cannot go down to some extent, so that hiyo ni changamoto moja. The other thing is sourcing. The way I told you of our sourcing is not things that you are going to go and get sauce in Marikiti, get this, get 1 gunia of spinach, get 1 gunia of cabbage, get 1 gunia of pumpkin. We source, our sourcing is a bit different. So that is also a challenge, because many times I find that I have to go myself, because I am the one who have identified those people. Though nowadays we find some coming to our shop and bringing the stuff to us, it has still been, to sustain that, it has been quite a challenge. The other thing, because we are selling food only, people still believe that once they get a supermarket like this, they should get detergent, toothpaste there. So they opt to go where they are getting all those put together, one stop, one shop. So that is a challenge. However, we are overcoming gradually.
What does it take to succeed in the groceries business?
First and foremost, when it is my business, I should look at the sea. This is where I feed. This is where I clothe from. This is where I do my things from. So I call it a job. I call it a commitment. I call it an everyday thing. It's not somewhere where we will be going leisurely. You wake up in the morning going to work, just like somebody who is going to an office where he is ordered. The clients will be there at this time. Commitment to work. Secondly, to maintain a business, you have to know that when today I sell 10,000, that 10,000, once it finds way in my pocket, is not mine. It is money for business. Because if I don't differentiate this, I will run a business for 1 year and then start closing, because I won't pay my debts, I won't pay my suppliers, and they will refuse, of course, to pay, to supply me, and I will close. Also, business requires a lot of integrity. Even when we don't have, we tell our client, we cannot pay you this time, but after this and that, we shall be able to tell you, to pay you. And they wait, they are human beings, they know these things. A lot of integrity is required in business. A lot of hard work is required in personal business. A lot of accountability is expected, more than it is. If I was going to work, in a company, in a corporation, and so on. So this is, those three are very crucial.
While she handles the sourcing and quality assurance, Jeremy is in charge of operations and finances. Jeremy says demand for formal retail services is on the rise. On joining the business, Jeremy injected fresh ideas.
As I've told you, Mboga Masters initially started as a grocery, but the next thing which was to follow was a restaurant, which we're sitting in right now. Still at the same place in Soham Petrol Station on Mombasa Road. The restaurant basically came about because we found that we were selling food in terms of groceries for people to cook at home, but now there's also a need to help people to experience that food, and so that when we tell you, for example, that cauliflower or broccoli is good for you, you also understand how it tastes and you actually get to experience that. So right now we specialize in, I would say, homemade food. So we make meals that anybody can make at home and which you typically have at home. Meaning things, local dishes, things like ugali, whole fish. We also do fresh juices and snacks and smoothies. So we focus on the healthy side, but of course we also do the more popular snacks such as chips, samosas and sausages. Yes, but I would say our main focus is healthy, wholesome food and drinks. It's essential for us that you see how your food is being made, and that you also get to have healthy options available for you.
The restaurant became an instant hit due to the rich menu on offer.
So here I've just served the kind of food that you would find in Mboga Masters. This is a version of Biashara, which is basically mokimo from the western side. We've made ours using Irish potatoes and plantains, which is a kind of banana, and it's not matoke. Plantain is different. For the meat, we have beef fry, so very little oil. We use very little oil, and it's also been fried with natural ingredients such as garlic and ginger. This is a mix of manado and terere. Then this is just a salad on the side. Made of avocado, onions, and tomatoes. Also very nice. So as you can see, it's a very balanced diet. Then this is fruit salad that we sell, and this is also pure fruit juice. This has no water and no sugar at all. It's pure passion mango, and the red you can see at the top is beetroot. So this is the kind of food that you serve at Mboga Masters. So you can see it tastes good, and it's also healthy. My emphasis is never stop learning. Every day you're in business is an opportunity to learn. And that day moves into a week, that week moves into a month, the month moves into a year.
Jeremy has grand ideas to take the restaurant business to the next level.
Going forward, like I said, I still feel we're a very new business, 4 years now, so I wouldn't go into specifics about our plans, but we definitely be looking into opening more branches, experimenting with different kinds of formats from what you see today. And possibly even moving a step up the value chain that I've been talking about. But yeah, I only read this week that you should always keep your future plans close, so that's what I'd say for now.
The enterprising duo looks forward to making their small enterprise a household name in and around Syokimau.